It depends. There's always weird interactions in jiu-jitsu. You know, if, you know, back then when I was a blue belt, like, and we were an early gym and I was like the highest belt there, I was one of the first students there. So it's like my professor wants me to go hard against people coming in because, you know, couple of things, you know, they want to, if someone is prospecting a gym, they want to make sometimes the school will try and like do their best for that person coming in so that they can see, okay, this is the level that I'll be entering. Or if it's just casual rolling, I don't need to prove anything, you know. I'll tap to anyone. I don't care. I don't like to. But I'm okay with losing. Yeah, that's one thing that jiu-jitsu teaches you. But also, like, I was just having a conversation with some people, like, you know, the girl was saying, oh, I want to come in, I don't want to like lose or like, you know, get really beat up or whatever. And I'm like, well, it's gonna happen. I think we all understand that already. And accepting it and growing from that is the key to getting better, right? Learning from your losses and your mistakes.
I think everybody feels that way, you know. I don't necessarily feel like I have to defend it anymore, but then again, my training home, we know everybody, we know each other, everybody knows each other, so we just train to get better. But I think when there's visitors, of course, when you go somewhere else, somewhat, you know, but I'm very respectful. When I train with someone, especially higher belt or someone who has status, and I'm very passive, you know, right or wrong, that's the way I am, very respectful that way. So it kind of depends. Like, I won't make them defend their belt, right? Whereas someone else might come in and, hey, he's a brown belt, he's a black belt, you're a blue belt, I want to take his head off. At that point, like, you can feel the energy, and at that point, yeah, you're going to have to defend your belt, you know. But there are a lot of guys that way. I mean, you know, it's supposed to be leave the ego at the door, but unfortunately, it's not always like that. You know, that's the realism, you know.
No, I enjoy it. I mean, I just flow with what they flow. If it's like a guy that's just trying to learn, I flow with him. I don't need to sit there and tap him out 20 million times. But if it's like a scrappy purple belt, brown belt, blue belt, like I kind of, okay. Like they get a little too scrappy, you kind of have to like the big cat, like kind of paw him back down, like, okay, relax. Because, I mean, I know that helped me when I was a blue purple belt and I thought I was the king of the world. And it's like when they had that higher belt smacking out, you're like, okay, reality check, you're not an assassin, you know what I mean? So I think it helps. It's kind of a full cycle. Like, you gotta let the lower belt kind of learn. You gotta, you know, take your beatings, keep training, plateau, keep training, plateau, keep training. Because otherwise you just think I'm the best. It doesn't really work that way. There's always a bigger fish, man. There's always, as you can tell, there's always a bigger fish.
Not at all. I feel like having to justify it against lower belts, it's like, I mean, there's ego in jiu-jitsu. Like, I think that's probably like the biggest lie in jiu-jitsu is like that there's no ego. So I don't, like, I feel like it's probably like a step in the right direction to feel like I don't have to always justify my belt, like, and try and like put the hurt on every single lower belt I roll with to prove a point that I'm a higher belt. They catch me with a good technique. I'm not just going to completely spaz out on them and hurt them trying to get out of like whatever submission hold they might have me in. Like, if they set it up well, they implement it well and they apply a strong finish, it's like, I'll tap. But then at the same time, like, if they make like a egregious mistake, I mean, like, you got to punish them for it so that way they actually learn. So there's like a middle ground in the middle. Like, there's a middle ground there. Like, you're not going to want to be walking in trying to be the mat bully, but you don't want to give them every single technique and give them things that they didn't earn.
That's a pretty funny question, because it's sometimes. Sometimes you'll get a belt that a lower belt that's like I would say blue and purples. I feel they should have a little bit more respect and restraint of their like aggression, you know, because once you're moving down the line, yeah, aggression is part of it, but you learn, like, as a black belt, they flow. You know, they are aggressive, but it's precise aggression. It's not, I'm trying to hurt you and smash you and whatever like that. So when I get someone like that, I like to really like show them the potential. Like, I'm not gonna smash you, but I'm gonna catch you a lot. Like, I'm gonna show you that you don't need to be all like, Urgh. You just gotta be water. You know, you gotta flow and like relax. Like, that's the only time. But other than that, like, no, it's just, you know, fun. Like, you know, have fun, roll. Like, and that's what it's all about. It's like back and forth. Like, I don't feel like I have to justify anything. Like, the belt's just a belt. You know, you're the person under it. You know. Yeah.